All right, we are live on YouTube and also simulcasting live on Facebook. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Good morning, everyone. Before we get started, let me make sure, as always, that the stream is rolling smoothly on YouTube and on Facebook. The notification has gone out on YouTube. And let me just check out the back end to make sure we're rolling smoothly and properly. Yes, we are. And let me check out the Facebook side of things just to make sure that it's working as well. Let's see. Things just to make sure that it's working as well. Beautiful. I love that picture in picture. Let's see. iPhone 12 Pro Max. Awesome phone. Love this phone. All right, we're good to go. Welcome to the show, everyone. Good morning. This is a very impromptu show I decided to do at the last minute because I actually went to bed pretty early last night. I'd say shortly after my stream, like an hour after my stream, I ended up going to bed. I was supposed to have a phone call with a woman I was talking with on Match.com. She seemed like a decent woman, but I was skeptical once again because of the fact that she's 45 years old, single, never been married, no kids, a Hispanic woman that lives here in the Bay Area. And I love the Hispanic culture, but what I know about them is that, they believe in families and traditions and all of that, right? So I was saying, okay, maybe this woman's going to be different, right? I read her profile. It was very well written, and she even mentioned that, she's not a Trump supporter. So if you're a Trump supporter, it's not going to work out. I'm like, okay, cool. I messaged her. I asked her for her number. Well, she got back to me and asked me, what makes my profile stand out. I told her I like that you're straightforward. I'm not a Trump supporter, but I'm more down the middle. I believe in views that makes sense for the best overall aspect of everyone. I'd love to chat with you on the phone. If you'd like to send me your number, I will text you and arrange a phone call. She sent me her number. I texted her shortly afterwards, arranged a call for 9 o'clock. My stream ended last night at about 8:40 or 8:45 p.m. Pacific time, about 15 to 20 minutes before our call was to happen. And I sent her a text letting her know I'll be free at about 9:10. I need, 9:10 or 9:15. I need a few more minutes to settle in. And didn't hear back from her, so I texted her at about 9:10 or 9:15 to ask her, hey, I'm ready for our call. Are you ready for our call? Didn't hear back from her. 5-10 minutes later, I went and I checked on Match.com, and I did not see her profile there. So I guess apparently she must have blocked me, on Match and probably on her phone, my number on her phone. I didn't do anything different at all since that time. That's what happens nowadays. It's funny. It's just really funny. And people are talking to a lot of people, so maybe she found a better option, or maybe she just figured, okay, I'm just not getting a good feeling about this after all. Like, this is what you're dealing with nowadays, folks. There's no integrity anymore. Like, people lack so much integrity nowadays, and they don't keep their word. And, a lot of it has to do with the digital world. And, we have these phones, like I showed you a second ago, that are attached to our hip. And we have so many people that we're reaching out. They're reaching out to us. We have so many options. It's almost like we don't even know what to do sometimes. But, hey, it is what it is. It's more so proving a stream I did last week on, women over 40 that are single, never been married, and have no kids, that are very attractive, that appear to have a great career. They're making good money. They own their own home, their own car. They apparently, have their stuff together on paper. But then you look at them and they're in their 40s, especially their mid-40s, like this woman, and they're single, never been married, no kids, but they're looking for someone. And then a good guy comes along and she responds, he gets back to her, arranges a phone call, and then ghosts him before the phone call can even happen. Like, I mean, it is what it is. I just have to laugh at it. I have to just laugh at it because the lack of integrity that people have is just ridiculous nowadays. That's becoming a cultural thing. Being ghosted is becoming like the norm, right? So just get used to it. Maybe I'll do a stream on that and explain more about that at some point down the road. Also, before I move forward, I just want to briefly pay props to this channel sponsor, Discover Community Network. If you want more information to Discover Community Network, please go below the description of the YouTube side of things, a third of the way down, and click on the links and find out more. As I mentioned on my stream that I did last night, I am doing things differently here on my channel. I'm pretty much cutting out the intro completely. And I also want to shorten the message regarding my sponsor so the show keeps flowing. And while I work on that and figure that out, I'm just going to briefly mention it on these shows and, direct you to the links below in the description. And once I, have a better way to present it more seamlessly into these streams and my pre-recorded videos, I'll start doing it that way. All right. So I'm not going to be on too terribly long. On this show, I just want to talk about a couple of things. First of all, in about a little less than an hour, about 55 minutes from now, my good friend and moderator Louis Fuller is going to be doing a live stream on his channel. And that live stream, if you go below the description of the YouTube side of things, you will see how to subscribe to Louis Fuller's channel. And you will also see the link to his scheduled live stream at 10:10 a.m. Eastern Time this morning, 7:10 a.m. Pacific Time, 9:10 Central Time, which is, the time zone that he's in. I'm going to actually paste that into the Facebook side of things in case somebody watches the stream on Facebook and wants to join us on Lewis's channel. Or if you can't make the actual live stream, that same link will allow you to access the replay. And we're going to be discussing, why people try to hack into your accounts. An example, why people try to hack into your YouTube, Google, Facebook accounts, Instagram accounts, Twitter accounts, why people do that. And I'm not going to share too much information regarding that here because I don't want to devalue Lewis's show. I really want to bring some good value to his show. And I'm going to be joining him on his panel to share my thoughts and my experiences. I've been on the internet since it came out over 30 years ago. And people trying to hack into your accounts has always been around. But if you're an experienced internet user like myself and you know about these things and you've known about these things for the last, 30 plus years, you know how to handle them and avoid being hacked. But most people don't know about these things. And that's what these people, prey on, P-R-E-Y. They prey on inexperienced people. And this is what they do. What they do is they'll send you a phishing scam email, right? I'll just mention this, and I'm not going to mention any more beyond this. I'll mention more on Lewis's stream. A phishing scam is something that you will receive in your email that looks like it's coming from a legitimate website. For example, it may be a phishing scam that appears like Google is reaching out to you and saying that we've noticed some unusual activity on your account. Please protect your account by logging in here. Click this link to log in, right? It looks all legit, right? But when you click on that link, what happens is it takes you to a replicated site that looks like the actual Google sign-in. But if you click that link, you go there and you enter your username and password, it's sending your username and password to the person that is attempting the phishing scam on you, right? Okay. And how can you tell if it's legitimate or not? You need to look at the email of the person that is sending you that email, right? Or of the company or person that's sending you that email. And if you're on your laptop or desktop, it's a lot easier to see the email because it's not as small as your smartphone. For example, if you're on your smartphone and you get an email, it typically will not show you the email address. It'll just show you the sender. It'll say sent from Google, sent to Coach Eli, right? And in order to see the actual email on a smartphone, you have to tap on where it says sent from Google. You tap on the Google, part there that's highlighted, and it'll open up the email address. And if it doesn't say, at google.com or have a Google domain, then it's not coming from Google. A lot of times, a lot of these people will create these long, fancy links. It might say like, sent from, bob.google.bob.com, right? They may try to make a variation of the Google domain, which is not actually a Google domain. So you have to look very carefully at the email address of, where it's coming from. You cannot just sit there and look at your email on your iPhone or Android, your mobile device, and just trust that it's from Google because it says from Google. If you tap on, from Google, if you tap on the Google part, it'll actually show you that email address, right? And again, if it doesn't say at google.com or at youtube.com from those domains, then that's an automatic dead giveaway that it is a phishing scam, right? But most people will not click in to see the actual email. They'll just see the part that says, from Google to Coach Eli, for example, and then they'll be like scared. Oh my God, somebody's trying to access my YouTube account. I need to log in and change my password, right? Okay. If you're going to log into any account on the internet or on your phone, okay, never, ever, ever click to get redirected to log in from an email. Even if it's a legitimate email from Google or YouTube, I never, ever, ever click sign in from an email, even if it's legit, because you never know, right? Close down your email, open up a separate browser or use your app and sign in on your own, okay? Do not ever, ever, ever sign in, to any account on the internet that's based off of a link sent in an email, because more than likely it's going to be a phishing scam, right? Now, there are some other ways to protect yourself from this. I'll be sharing more about that on Lewis's channel in about 45 minutes from now. Even if people get your username and password, there's a second level of protection that everyone should take advantage of if you already have it on any account that offers this. And again, I'm not going to go further into that here on the show because I want to bring more value on Lewis Fuller's channel in about 45 minutes when we go live over there. Okay, so again, if you want to join us on that live stream, I did share the link to Lewis's YouTube channel and even additionally the link to the direct live stream that's going to be happening in about 45 minutes from now at 10:10 a.m. Eastern, 7:10 a.m. Pacific here in my neck of the woods in the San Francisco Bay Area. So yeah, join us on there. Lewis, I believe, is going to have a panel open to people. So hey, you can even come and join us on the show if you'd like and share your thoughts. But I will tell you this. Many people have tried to pull that phishing scam on me, even people that know me out here on YouTube that for some reason don't like me. And people could choose to like you or not like you, right? But a lot of times people, that are just out here on YouTube or other social media sites, they're just out there to create, havoc. And they're just out there to play games because they're unhappy within themselves. They're bored. They have nothing better to do. And when they see somebody creating a great channel, they try to hijack that channel to stop their success. which makes them feel like they got this power over you and that, that they're a cool person for being able to do that. Don't let people do that to you, folks. This is a very important message. It has not been talked enough about. YouTube has talked about it from time to time, same with Google. But this is something that I honestly feel we need to constantly remind people, because I've seen many, many people get hacked by a phishing scam. And they don't have that second level of protection on. And next thing you know, they go into your channel, they delete all your videos, or they even shut down your channel. Why would you want to give someone, the opportunity to do that, right? So you got to learn how to protect yourself. And, antiviruses and stuff like that are not going to protect you from, these email scams. Now, sometimes an antivirus, like I use McAfee Total Protection. I've been using McAfee for a long time. It's very good protection. Sometimes they'll label certain emails as spam, but they don't always catch every one. And so you just have to be very well aware of what these people do and know what to look for. And at the end of the day, if any email asks you to log into that site, especially if they're trying to make you feel like someone's trying to hack into your account, right? Do not log in from that email. Shut down that email or delete that email. Open up a separate browser on your phone or on your laptop or desktop. Go to the site, youtube.com, google.com, facebook.com, twitter.com, whatever, and log in there, okay? Because then you're actually accessing the real site and you don't have a fake link. Now, on your desktop, it's easier to see phishing scams even if you click on the link, because you can see the address, the full address at the top of your web browser, and it'll show a weird string instead of just youtube.com or google.com or facebook.com or whatever site you're trying to log into. But on your phone, it's much more difficult to see the full entire string of a web address, right? So even if you click on that link on your smartphone and it redirects you to your default browser on your smartphone, you may not see enough of the URL, the web address at the top of your browser to realize the phishing scam. So you've got to know what you're looking for. You've got to know what you're looking for. Okay, let me check out Facebook. Nothing happening on Facebook. We've got 10 people here on YouTube. Say hello if you're on the YouTube side of things. Mutt, how you doing today? If anyone else is around, you have any questions, I'm going to be on probably just for another maybe 10 or 15 minutes because there's not a whole bunch of engagement happening right now. So I'm just going to get the message out. Another thing I wanted to talk about, like the thumbnail shows and part of the title. The title is Join Me on Louis Fuller's live stream this morning. Plus, I want to interview you and collaborate with you. Okay? Let's talk about the second part of the title and what's on the thumbnail. On the thumbnail, it shows or states, I want to interview / collab with you and more. Okay? So now that things here in my neck of the woods have gotten back to normal, I've been on YouTube for 4 years between my former channel and this one. And those of you that have been following me for a while know, I've had some very interesting experiences out here on YouTube. And now that I've learned how to handle them better, I've got a great moderator crew. I've got great collaborative partners, and things seem to be heading in the right direction here. Now I feel it's the right time to start spreading the love. Mutt, do you like my background? Spread the love? I am good just having breakfast and a hot cup of tea. That's great. You like the background, Mutt? Spread the love. It's time to start spreading the love. Okay? And what do I mean by spreading the love? Especially if you're a YouTuber. Okay? If you're a consumer of content, you can share anything out that you like. And hey, I'm willing to interview anyone, even just an average everyday YouTuber if they want to come on a panel and be interviewed. But more so, I'm looking to collaborate with like-minded people that are either a YouTuber, they're an entrepreneur, they're running a self-employed business, or if you have something else of value to bring to the conversation regarding any business or personal relationship topics. We can talk about anything. We can even talk about politics if you like, as long as we discuss things in an ad-friendly way. We keep the profanity to a minimum or very little. We don't use any hate speech or vulgar language or inappropriate content. I'm willing to bring anyone on my panels. I am a monetized channel. I'm a very clean monetized channel, and I have a very good standing with YouTube. This channel here, the last well over 100 videos are fully green. I know I mentioned on my stream the other day that my stream got demonetized in the middle of the stream. Well, I submitted it for manual review, and by the end of the stream, it was flipped back to green, and it's been fully monetized. When you have a channel in good standing, like YouTube begins to trust you, and even if something goes to manual review, I'm sure they're just going to look at my account and say, this guy's clean. We're just going to approve this video because we trust him, right? I also have no content ID claims. I don't use any copyrighted stuff. I also have no copyright strikes, no community guideline strikes, not even a warning. And I want to definitely keep it that way, okay? Because when you run a channel like this, at some point, the YouTube algorithm will send it off into the stratosphere, or, it'll send it to everyone, right? And when my channel grows, what's going to happen to people that collaborate along with me? They're going to grow along with me. I want us to grow along together. And that's why I love collaboration, especially with like-minded people. So if you are one of my moderators and I have not interviewed you one-on-one yet, I'd love to interview you. Lewis Fuller, American Dream, Jenny from the Block, and any of my other moderators that I have not interviewed one-on-one. I would love to interview you, hear your story, share your story with my audience. And then on the flip side, I'd be open to doing an interview on your channel. That's called cross-promotion. And we're going to talk a lot about that in the days, weeks, and months ahead. Cross-promotion is something that is a great way to work with other people and spread your messages between both audiences. And it actually helps you because you're sharing your audience with them. They're sharing their audience with you. Both of you will probably end up getting more views and traction that way. And what happens when you get more views and traction that way than usual? The YouTube artificial intelligence starts to look, oh, this channel is getting more traction. Let's recommend it to other people that are not a part of their typical community. That's what you want. You want to trigger the YouTube algorithm to promote your channel and videos to other people that don't know about you, right? That's when you start to see tremendous growth, okay? Additionally, I'm looking to bring back some live stream panels with a solid group of people that are trustworthy and reputable and have an opinion, but are able to state their opinions professionally, maturely, and within the YouTube guidelines, community guidelines, copyright guidelines, monetization guidelines, and in general, within the terms of service. And we can have a civil discussion about anything and everything, and keep it within the terms of service and not get shut down. I really love this platform. I really love YouTube, and I enjoy what I do out here, and I want to continue doing it. I also want to expand it, and I know in order to expand it, I need to do these panel shows, which I love. But I haven't done it in a while because I've been leery bringing people on and them doing things that are going to violate the terms of service, right? I'm just going to put it out there this way. I have no problem saying this or doing this. If anybody comes on to any of my live stream panels, I'll be bringing you on through StreamYard, which has great control. I can remove you off the panel right away if you start going crazy, and even block you on StreamYard too, right? But if somebody comes on and does something to intentionally try to get my channel shut down, I will immediately remove you from the panel, immediately shut down the stream, and immediately delete the stream. Now, I will have a backup copy, and I can always edit that backup copy without the violating, aspect of it, and then re-upload it another time. But I'm just letting you folks know out there, for those of you that are looking to try to pull a fast one, I'm expecting that to happen. I would prefer it not happen, but if it does happen, that's how I'm going to handle it. So, if you want to try to set something up with me and try to pull a fast one by coming on my show to try to say something and try to, shut my channel down or show some images that would shut my channel down, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So just being very, very clear about that. So again, I would love to collaborate with you. If you're on the Facebook side of things and you view this video, okay, I would love to collaborate with you. I know many entrepreneurs on the Facebook side of things. So please reach out to me by going below the description of Facebook or on YouTube and email me at coacheli@coacheliasmelas.com. One more time, that's coacheli@coacheliasmelas.com. If you're a YouTuber and I don't know you, send me your channel link. Tell me a little bit more about you. Maybe send me a link to your Facebook. I want to learn more about you, and we can make that connection. We can even have a private phone conversation through Google Hangouts, or I can call you from my cell phone directly. I do have a special business number I use for YouTube. So there are many ways we can connect and discuss, future possibilities. Okay. So one more time before I get on out of here, again, Lewis Fuller is going to be going live in 34 minutes. It is 9:36 a.m. Eastern, 6:36 a.m. Pacific. So in 34 minutes at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7:10 a.m. Pacific, live on Lewis Fuller's channel. I'm going to be joining him on a panel. We're going to be discussing, why people try to hack into your accounts, your social media accounts or any other accounts, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever, right? It can even be banking accounts, PayPal accounts. It can be anything, right? And I'm going to bring the further aspect of how you can best protect yourself from that happening, not only by making yourself aware of how these people do it and seek out your password, your username and password, which is typically your email as your username. And even if they get your username and password, how you can protect yourself by adding a second layer of protection on most of these sites that offer that second layer of protection. Most websites nowadays offer a second layer of login protection just in case your first layer is intercepted by a phishing scam. Okay? So that's what we're going to be talking about. The links to Lewis's stream and his channel are below the description, about a third of the way down on the YouTube side of things. And I also shared them within the comments section of Facebook in case you watch this video on Facebook shortly after I go off the air. Or even if you watch it later today or another time down the road, that replay should still be on Lewis's channel, and you can catch the live stream replay at any time. All right, so we don't have any other questions on YouTube. Looks like people were just listening. Nuts World says, yeah. So I want to thank you folks for joining me briefly this morning. I will be back later this evening for another live stream. I'm not quite sure what the topic's going to be. It'll be a good one. I've got many options to choose from. But thank you for joining me. I'm very happy the way my new streamlined format is working. If you want to learn more about, what I changed to streamline things, go back and watch my live stream from last night. Go back and watch my several past live streams because a lot of great things have happened if you want to find out exactly what's going on in my neck of the woods. All right? Have yourselves a great morning, and I'll see you all later today. Take care. Bye. Bye.